I already got all this shit ton of makeup on. I'm not going to put up all this padding to show all this glow up of this fine Godiva chocolate I've worked hard for, eating grilled chicken and rice for the past year. Hey there, my name is Chris Stahl. I also go by Remy D as in my wrestling persona. I've been in the drag industry 13 years this month. Drag to me is, from day one, has just been a blank canvas of liberation for every imagination, every idea I've had since I was a little kid, every little concept. A blank canvas for me to manifest all of that. I think drag kind of found me, and I never even knew it. I used to like sneak and watch RuPaul's talk show back in the '90s. I'm showing my age, but I used to watch it on VH1 with the volume turned down, so my mom didn't know what I was watching. Not even knowing that that was what drag was considered the definition of that. I never thought that was something I would actively pursue, but I was very much so interested in. Long story short, in college, I had a friend who did a capstone project on the different levels of drag, and he wanted to show like the different styles, like the more masculine, feminine, and more in between. And three of my other friends, he kind of had us do all those things, and that was 2008. And that was kind of the seed that kind of harvested all this good stuff. I don't try to be cute or try to be fishy, as some of the kids say, because as much as I love to work out, I sweat a lot. So I may start looking okay, but I look like a big old sweaty mess by the end. I'm very athletic. I like to show my strength, literally. I've tossed people across the stage, like military toss people across the stage, my dancers. Sorry, Will. I love incorporating cosplay. I'm a big cosplay fan, but doing it authentically, not just to have just a certain look or just to be, looking, oh, you're killing it. It has to make sense. It has to be cohesive. In the beginning, it was very challenging because I didn't have the budget for said drag, but I just know I wanted to perform and entertain people, to uplift, to encourage people. And especially down here in Denver at the time, it was very more so the aesthetic of what you see. I wasn't padding. I didn't want to be a pad. I wanted to show my natural body because I had lost a ton of weight at the time, and I was really proud of that. I wasn't wearing a breastplate. The contour wasn't there, but I just, like I said, I wanted to perform, and that kind of got me blacklisted a little bit from certain establishments, not because of me as a person, but because my style didn't fit what they were looking for. And it's just been a hustle. It's been a grinding, and it's been a labor of love, really. It's hard, but like I said, once you keep your focus on what's important and where you want to go and leave all the other BS alone, you can get there. But it's trusting the process. So it was quite a long process, but I made it. To me, visibility is needed because you don't. One thing I hate about when people are like, say, if you're coming out to your parents or your family, they always say, "I just want you to accept me." That word I have an issue with because that kind of puts their authority over you. It's like, if you don't accept me, then I have no right to exist. I have no right to be visible. And that's not so. What I want, it's like, what I would want is your respect. Respect me for living my life the way I choose to. I'm not hurting you. You're not hurting me. Is it taken away from when you clock in and out of work? Is it taken away from your coffee intake? No. So allow individuals to be visible in their authentic selves. If it's supposed to be liberty and justice for all, that includes the LGBTQ because we are Americans. That includes like the person that's an amputee. That's the person that's disabled. There's no cherry picking when it comes to liberty and justice for all. When I was little, I've never seen really, besides like the big wigs like Janet and Michael and Cap Calloway and Dancers of the Color like that. But they always got so far until they were kind of blacklisted or kind of torn down by this system of privilege, if you will. And it's not just about your ethnicity privilege, it's your the financial privilege that most people are lucky to have. But having those allies, if you will, that can see when there's injustice, where they can see there's inequality, and having them speak up. I mean, it's not just enough to say that, oh yeah, I recognize that, but what are you actively doing? Are you raising your voice? Are your words in all caps? Are you yelling it to the high heavens of what's the issue? And educating yourself. Like, it goes back to the people of color pioneers and Marsha P. Johnson, even the late great Sylvester in the 70s. Before there was RuPaul, there was Sylvester, this androgynous, just very muscular black man who was not afraid to show his sexuality, wearing the most luxurious suits and bling, and hair was just out to here. So it's educating yourself, knowing where we came from, and knowing how far we have to go as individuals and as a unit. I mean, whatever you pursue, whether it's being a nurse, be the best damn nurse you can be. If you're a bank teller, be the best damn bank teller. But never be complacent. Never be a victim of your past. Don't be complacent in the present, but keep your eyes set in the future, because where you set yourself, where you see yourself, is where you're present. And to anyone, it's going to be a long journey. But as the great comedian, the legend herself, Jennifer Lewis, says, when the elevator to success is out of order, use the damn stairs. There you go.